Dear students, now we have decided to discuss on a very prolific topic, and the name of the topic is natural order hypothesis. The name of the parent hypothesis or the parent topic is Krashen's second language acquisition or monitor model. Among the 5 or 6 hypotheses, natural order hypothesis is a very important one. Sometimes there can be a conflict regarding the fact that there are 5 hypotheses or there are 6 hypotheses. Just for the information, at times reading hypothesis is also regarded as one of the hypotheses stated by Stephen Krashen. And you know, Stephen Krashen is a very popular linguist, educationist, and a researcher. So he emphasized on the fact that grammar should be used in a tactical way while teaching the students when they are studying second language. So when we are dealing with English as a second language, or when we are aiming to acquire second language, we should use grammar in an unconscious way. So the word unconscious is very, very important. When I say conscious, that means I'm aware of the fact. And when I say unconscious, that means I will not follow any specific rule or regulation. That means it's going to be unpredictable. When I teach English language, especially the grammars containing the rules and regulations, we follow certain regulations that we'll teach chapter number 1, chapter number 2, and then it moves on the way it is supposed to be. Like for example, in a grammar textbook, there are certain serial, and we follow that sequence, and according to the sequence, we have these grammars which are being taught in the English language class. But Krashen has said that grammar should be used in an unpredictable way. That means in an unconscious way. Just according to the need, we'll switch on to the chapters. Like there's a rule, or there may be a rule that you study parts of speech before the structures of sentence. But Krashen has emphasized on the fact that we did not follow any specific rule or direction. We'll just switch on to the chapter according to the circumstance. That means we'll adapt accordingly. That means grammar will be taught according to the requirements. Like for example, if a student is requiring structure, he will study structure. If a student is requiring part of speech, he will go for part of speech. So it's not any predictable way that we will follow, that for this sort of students I'll follow this way, or this is the most traditional or conventional way, I'll follow the grammar in this way. But the fact is that grammar should be taught in a way that adapts the student. Like for example, the level of intellect of a student is just not the same all the time. Students vary from each other. So accordingly, we'll adapt, and in English language classes, we'll be applying grammar the way it is supposed to be. It is just not any conventional or traditional way. Yes, it's the hard and tough rule that I'll go with part of speech, then I'll move on to sentence, then I'll just escalate the standard. That is not the way. But according to Krashen, grammar should be taught in a way that is convenient for the student for studying English language as a second language. That means in any second language class, grammar should be taught in an unconventional, unconscious way. That means I will not be aware of the fact that this should be taught first or this should be taught second. I will just teach according to the need. Here, the need is the most important thing. That means adaptation is the most important thing. This particular students, they need this chapter, so I will teach this chapter. It's not that I will follow any specific or hard and tough rule for teaching the students second language acquisition or teaching English as a second language. And what I'm trying to say is that grammar should be taught in an unpredictable manner. We will just be unconscious of the rules. The English teacher, the teacher who is teaching English language, or the teacher who is targeting to teach L2. L2 is the second language, language number 2. L1 is the first language. So here the target language is English. So when English is being taught, the teacher has to understand that this is the need, or this chapter is important now. So thus this has to be taught. It's not that I will make a hard and tough rule that I will follow this particular sequence or I'll follow this serial. There is no serial in teaching grammar. You will just follow a natural order. The order is going to come naturally. It's going to come the way it is supposed to be. It's not that I'll follow any predetermined rule. I will not follow any rule that has been taught earlier. I will just adapt according to the situation. That is the natural order. The order which will be determined while teaching the English language, not from before. I will not think of any rule from earlier. Rather, I will just customize according to the need. Now I need this chapter, I will teach this chapter. Tomorrow I will need this chapter, I will teach that chapter. So it is just going to be depending on the circumstance, but not any predetermined, predicted or conventional rule. Rather, we'll just follow a rule that is supposed to be taught at this moment. We'll just go according to the need. Thus, in short, to say, Krashen has emphasized on the fact that grammar will not be taught in any conventional or traditional serial. Rather, it will just be in an unconscious, unpredictable manner, which will be required to be done according to the need. Now I need this chapter, I will teach this chapter. So this is the main thing. And the most important thing which I need to specify is that this natural order hypothesis is connected with acquisition learning hypothesis. Acquisition learning hypothesis is also one of the most important hypothesis. So we can say the natural order hypothesis leads to acquisition learning hypothesis, because by using grammar in a natural order, the order which will be coming in an unpredictable way, in an unconventional way, that is what is regarded as the natural order. So this is what has been taught or explained or stated by Stephen Krashen as the natural order hypothesis. Thank you.